Hey, yo, what's up, guys? Welcome back to my YouTube channel, and today we have,
My name is Queenie.
and she's actually a blogger, and she's traveled to over 20 countries, and from now we just want to know more about her, and and everything. So, what are actually your full names?
So my real name is Shanice, but I go by Queenie. That's my Instagram name is Fly with Queenie, so people just tend to call me Queenie.
And where is home?
Home is here, like home is Africa, you know. But if you want to be technical, I was born in New York City in America, and that's where I currently reside.
And how long have you been in Kenya?
We got here Friday morning.
And how's been your stay so far?
I absolutely love it. We were in Nairobi for a day, and then we flew here to Diani Beach. And the weather is gorgeous. Like the water is nice and clear. The sand is white. I mean, it's just beautiful. I don't want to leave.
So currently we are actually in Diani, and you'll be going back to Nairobi tomorrow.
Tomorrow, yep.
And when actually flying out of the country?
So
again?
we leave Friday nights back to the US.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, any street food you tried
Not
in
yet.
Kenya?
I really want to. So when we get back to Nairobi, we're gonna eat the street food, go to the markets, do all that, the cultural stuff.
Yeah.
But we have not yet. But I'm really hoping to do it soon.
Tell me, what is travel to you, and how has actually travel affected your life, both positively and negatively?
Right. Travel to me means freedom. Like you have the freedom to meet people. Like we literally, guys, he DM'd me, was it this morning?
Yeah, it's today.
He literally found me on Instagram. I'm guessing because I tagged maybe Diani Beach or Mombasa.
Yeah.
He DM'd me, and we're here right now on this couch talking.
Yeah, it's only like few hours.
Exactly.
And you're
So
here.
when I say freedom, I mean freedom to meet new people, freedom to try new foods, learn new cultures, hear new music. I mean, it's just freedom to me. It's peace and it's happiness. I'm happy whenever I travel.
Okay.
It just brings me so much joy to just see a new place and to have the ability and have a passport in order to see new
So,
places.
what's the main reason you're in Kenya?
The main
Just for
reason why I'm
fun,
in Kenya
vacation?
is because being an African American, unfortunately, we don't know our roots because of slavery.
Yeah.
So most of us come from West Africa. When
Yeah.
you check your DNA, that's where slavery was. And so for me, I want to connect to home because home for us is Africa. And a lot of African Americans don't come here or don't have the ability to come here, or they think it's too expensive. But I want to show them, I want to show people that Africa is not all slums. The people think that because of the media. And I want to show people like this is Africa. Like this beautiful place right here is Africa.
So like now we're actually just sitting in front of the beach.
The beautiful beach.
Yeah, there are people out there, like ladies who want to get into traveling, and they actually fear. They have that fear that maybe something can happen,
Right.
and they just don't want to come out of their comfort zone. What can you actually tell them?
So I'm with like 4 other people. So go in a group. If you're scared to go alone, start out with going with a few people. Maybe bring a few guys along for safety if you feel comfortable that way. Research the places that you go to. Find places that are, maybe safer cities. Stay in a hostel maybe where you can meet other people who are traveling with you and make friends, and you can go with them on excursions or whatever. Being smart. Like don't have your Louis Vuitton purse with you, wear a fanny pack in front of you, like just be smart about don't walk around at nighttime by yourself. Just do smart things. Like don't do anything that you wouldn't do at home.
Yeah.
So that's how I see it.
How many countries have you traveled to?
I don't really count because I will go to a country more than once, like Mexico, for example. I've been there so many times because it's such a beautiful, big country. So I know it's more than 20. I don't really count. It's not a competition for me. I just want to go and just,
Now that you've actually been to so many countries, which one can you actually say that, this is like my best country that I've been to, and I would love to go there over and over and over?
You know what? I've gotten that question asked a few times, and I cannot pick. I feel like every country has something unique about the country that draws me back over and over. I really like Spanish countries, like in Central America. And then, of course, I love Africa because Africa is home. And I'm Jamaican, so I love the Caribbean. I can't pick. Every place has their own unique thing about them.
Okay. Tell us more about your work, your blogs,
My blog. Okay. Yeah.
details
So,
about it.
so I'm a travel blogger. So I basically travel to different countries and states in the United States because we have 50. And my purpose is to inspire people of color in the United States to travel because unfortunately, if you look at the statistics, most black people in America don't travel. And they have a misconception that it's too expensive or that it's not within their reach. And I'm here to show you, like, I paid $460 round trip to come here.
Wow.
And that's like in US dollars for the kind of jobs that we had, it's not a lot. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just here to show that, like, it's possible. You can do it. If you really wanted to travel, you can travel. So that's really what my blog is about, to inspire people of color specifically, because we're the ones that are not really utilizing our passport. And we have a privilege in the U.S. We can go anywhere with our passport.
Yeah.
We don't have any issue.
Not like us Kenyans.
Exactly. You have to get a visa. It gets denied. I got my visa in 24 hours for Kenya.
With us, we have to, like, if I'm
Do
actually
so much,
we
yeah.
have to do so much.
Exactly.
If you're actually applying for US visa, we have to wait for weeks.
Exactly.
And then
Yep.
that time, sometimes we've actually given up. We want to go to another country.
Somewhere else. Yeah, exactly.
And how has actually COVID-19 affected your travel life?
It hasn't really affected it much because I'm going to travel regardless. But what it has affected is, like, I have to do more research now. It requires more intensive research. So, for example, we flew to Amsterdam in the Netherlands before we came here. And Amsterdam had their own COVID rules, and then you guys had your own COVID rules. So we had to literally get, like, 2 COVID tests. We had to get, like, a health form. We had to do so much. So there's more work involved, but it's all worth it because, like, we're here right now, and I'm having a time of my life, so.
So what's your Instagram handle so that people can
It's
actually
Fly with Queenie, so Queen with an IE at the end. And yeah, follow me and get inspired. If you guys have any questions about traveling or how to do it safely if you're nervous, DM me. I have so many tips, and I always respond back, like I did with him.
Yeah.
I always
But then
respond
I
back.
actually didn't know that, you respond that
Yeah, of
fast.
course.
Because,
Yeah. We leave Friday night.
Friday night. That's like you still have a whole week, right?
Yeah.
The whole week you'll still be in Nairobi.
Yes. Nairobi.
Okay. But I'll urge you to go try, because with me, I'm actually doing the backpacking trip around Kenya. I'll be going to towns, and I'll go back to Nairobi.
Okay.
So if you got friends there, make sure you go eat Mtura.
What is that restaurant?
Mtura is the intestines of cow.
Oh.
It's actually good. So when you actually come to Kenya, most of the people who actually come to Kenya, that's like one of the biggest street food that someone has to try.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. So which
right.
other African country have you been to?
I've been to Morocco.
How was it?
I liked Morocco, but I prefer visiting, like, East or West Africa. But I liked it though. It was different. They're Muslim countries, so I had to wear, like, the whole attire. And, the food was good. It looks very fancy. Like the architecture is very, like, fancy. It was definitely a good experience.
And this is another question that some people maybe they won't have the courage to ask. So how do you actually finance your travels?
My travels.
Yeah.
So I have a full-time job, which this is not blogging. So I work full-time, and then my blogging does pay me. So, I offer, like, one-on-one Instagram coaching.
Okay.
I sell itineraries. I do Instagram revamps where I revamp your whole page. What else do I do? Those are the 3 main things that I do. And then I collaborate with companies. So, like, for example, like Expedia and I collaborated together, and they paid me to go to Mexico to make content for them. So you can collaborate with other companies and make money.
Any other thing you want to tell our viewers?
I would just say, like, life is too short. Explore, even if it's just, like, your own backyard, like you're doing. You're literally exploring your own backyard. There's nothing wrong with that. You don't have to be able to go to different countries because there's so many hidden gems in your own backyard.
Yeah.
So don't be afraid to do that.
Like now we were just, we're actually having monkeys around here and they're just, enjoying ourselves.
Yeah.
And, but I really want to thank you for, coming and giving people out there the positive energy.
Yeah,
about
most definitely.
Kenya.
Yeah.
And that worst experience you had in Kenya.
In Kenya,
Yeah.
I haven't had any. Actually, the first day we got here, the taxi drivers tried to charge us more, even though they told us beforehand it was only $40. They charged us $60. So I think that being an American, people automatically think we're rich or we have lots of money, which is not the case, and I don't like that because I feel like when people go to America, we don't do that to tourists. We don't say this is $100 even though it's $50. So I don't like being played like that.
So there's another thing too. What you've actually said is true. Even here, while I was coming, I was actually talking to the camera, and I stopped a tuk-tuk. A tuk-tuk is the ones for transportation. So I told them that I was actually coming here, and someone said $2, which it's too much expensive because I just stayed down here. And he insisted, and he said because I have the camera, I have to pay the $200.
So they think because you have equipment,
Yeah,
and yeah, exactly.
And it's so hard for tourists to experience that raw feeling or experience because people will want to charge you.
Take advantage. It's taking advantage.
Absolutely, yeah.
And like for example, there was camels, and it's only supposed to be $2 maximum. They charge them $10 or they wanted $15 to literally ride it up and down.
How much?
$15 US.
Wow.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
So another thing is, you have plans of actually coming back to Kenya?
I would, you know what? I would love to explore. I want to go to West Africa because my DNA says that I'm Nigerian. Because like I said, we don't know where we come from as being African Americans. We feel like we have a lost identity, because we were stripped of our language during slavery, our culture, so we don't know anything. So I had to take a DNA test just to know where I came from. And most of us in America are from like Nigeria, Benin and Togo area. So I really want to go there next and connect with, my culture and the people and the food. But I would love to come back to East Africa though. I like Ethiopia, come back to Kenya. I mean, it's a huge continent. There's so much to see. So
there's so much
there's so much to see.
Can actually offer.
Yeah.
So there are those people, let me say for example, like there's tourists who like want to come to Kenya and they feel like, there are those things that the news says about, the negative things. Now that you're actually here, you've had the experience for the shorter time you've actually been here. What can you actually tell them?
What I would say is look at my stories and look at my Instagram feed, and you will see that it is nothing like the media. The media always portrays black countries specifically as slums and bad and dangerous everywhere. And I'm here to show you guys that it's not like that. Like, he's friendly. We met our photographer yesterday. He's friendly. Everybody's been so welcoming. Yeah. I feel, safe. It's just a misconception. And I feel like traveling opens up your eyes to the truth.
Yes, that's true.
To the truth. Because even growing up, all I saw literally on TV was like the African babies in the slums with the flies on their face, hungry. Yeah. That's literally all I saw. So even I thought when I was younger that Africa had nothing. Just huts and that's it. And so it took me being older and like doing my own research to say that's not true. Like, they're controlling how you think about Africa. So I'm here to show people that it's not like that.
Yeah, you guys have actually heard from her, and thank you so much for actually, taking your time.
No problem.
And, but we'll still hang out.
Yes, for sure. Yeah, definitely.
And thank you guys so much for watching. Go read her blog. Go check out her Instagram, and thank you guys so much. We're actually signing out.